All right, first of all, welcome to this workshop. So today we are going to go through the year 11 Ti calculator, Ti Nspire Calculator, okay? As a year 11 students, you didn't learn a lot of new content, So basically, I'm going to teach you several techniques so you can able to apply in year 11 and also year 12, yeah? And remember, today I'm teaching you the CAS technique. I'm not focusing on the algebra skill. So the question that I designed in this booklet is actually very easy. But please, when you're doing the questions, yeah, try not to think about, hey, I can do it by hand. How about if you got annoying questions? In that case, if you do it by cal, I want you to got a connection. What should I do instead? Does it make sense? Yeah. You are doing a graphic calculator. This is a Ti Nspire graphic calculator. So that's a lot of things your calculator cannot do, especially when you turn on the test mode. You cannot apply a lot of function, even though you're holding a calculator, but once you switch on the test mode, a lot of function has been deactivated. So all the program, all the function that I'm going to teach you, we are going to teach you right now is based on the test mode. Okay, the test mode. If yes, good, yes. So what I want you to do, I want you to attempt each of the question first. Then when we explain to you, okay, attempt each of the question first. Then when I explain to you, I want you to stop and listen to what we say, okay? Because how you do it is actually not very important, or put it this way, how you do it right now is what got in your mind, but you're going to gain a lot of new technique, gain a lot of new skill. So write that down. You need to write down a lot of notes. What should I do instead? And slowly become the first pop-up method that you have in future. Okay, yeah. And these notes, the first one, I list out a couple of questions in here. So what mode should I set? And then how to delete page. Throughout this workshop, you can able to find out the answer for this. Once you find out the answer, can you fill that up? And also, the second page, you got a lot of cool features. Once you've heard or find out, when you see something surprise you, can you write that down? Which has a lot in this workshop, okay? And slowly practice, keep practicing until it becomes your own habit. Yeah, make sense? Oh, good. So first of all, your setting in your calculator, we will recommend, because for IB, you need 3 significant figures, yeah, 3 significant figures. So the flow, I would suggest you put it into more than 6. And then keep it as radian mode, especially doing AA and AI high level. And then the calculator mode, keep it as auto. Okay, so which means where is the setting? In menu, this one, setting, yeah, document setting. You got this. All right, so which means first flow 6 or above. Second one, tag. You can go to the next one, radian, yes, please. And then tag here, calculator mode, please keep it as auto. You got auto and approximate. I would suggest, actually it doesn't matter for this one because they won't give you exact anyway. So it's auto first, just auto. Okay, they may still give you some fraction. Oh, good. And then, yeah, oh, good. And then you just click OK. This is your basic calculator setting. All right. Then a couple of things. One is, can you please avoid the sketch pad? A lot of people keep using this to do the questions. I won't suggest use it because later on I'm going to teach how to define and use define function. Sketchpad doesn't work. Yeah, remember to try to avoid like retyping the equation again, retyping all the information that you already typed in. So don't use Sketchpad. You do it in here. So once you click that, you can see this one, yeah? Once you click, you can see I already got 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, yeah? You can always insert a page. Mainly, it's just 2 types of page. One is the calculator page. One is the graph page. So how to insert a page in your calculator? Control, can you see the DOC dot? And the top, you got a blue button called plus page. So you can control and do the document, control dot. Yeah, control dot. You can type insert any page you want. You can see 1.4. Yeah, and I finished this page. I want another one. another insert page. I got calculator 1.5. Okay, yeah, so use this page to do the questions. Don't use it. Keep it as 1 point something. And then for example, oh, that's too much. Yeah, I don't like it. I want to delete some of the page. So for example, 1.5, I want to delete. So what do you do? Also hold down the document. Yeah, and then layout, 5, document, and then layout, and then delete page. So you can delete 1.5. So left 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, or 1.2, I don't like it. So we can do document, and then 5, and then 6. Okay, yeah. So this is delete page. How to insert page? Control the document, insert a page. Oh, good. Understand these basic things? Yeah. I don't want this. Then document, page layout, delete page. Okay, get it? Yeah. Right. So if you understand this, make sure you don't do Sketchpad anymore. Do not use Sketchpad. Do it in here. And let's have a look for the first questions. Think about that. How will you do it? Do it first. Yeah, you got the notes. The first question, question 1. Do that. And here we have me, Ricky Liu, and Justin. So we'll both help you for that. When you finish, say done. Yeah.
I'm done.
All right, then what happened is question 1, yeah? What happened is try to find out, are we doing the same thing? Okay, are you the one who do this? Like 3 bracket to the 3 to the power of 3, something like this. If you do something like this, I do not recommend you do it. First habit, if I want to sub in the value into the calculator, don't sub in one by one. You can see if you do A, you sub in 3, B, you have to redo again, change everything. It's annoying, yeah? So what you do from now is use the word given. So type the equation in. Yeah, try to link all the concepts together first to the power of 3, and then take 53x squared, and then plus 197x plus 253. Okay, yeah, type the equation in and given. Where's the given? Is control equal sign. Control equal sign this given. Instead of, you can do write down, select this, yeah, given. You can say x equal to 3. And they give it to you. Okay, try to get used to this first, given. Don't sub in the number directly. And then after that, after given, yeah, what you can do is you can copy the second one, B. When you do question B, what you can do, I want to find the same value. So instead of changing every single x value, I just change 1. So go up and up. This is highlighted. Just press enter. You already got that. Yeah, the whole command go down. So just change 1 value instead. So control fraction, when you're doing fraction, control divide. Control divide, can you see the small button? This is a fraction. You should know that already. And negative, be careful. Don't use minus, okay? If you are new, negative is here. And then cube roots. Control power, that's the cube roots of 7 divided by 3. And I got this. Yeah, you should be busy to copy everything down. Okay, get used to this first. All right. Jeffrey, you finished ABC, question 1?
Not yet.
Come again?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Have a look for C. Think about, write that down. Yeah, answer. Remember, right now, answer is not important at all. It's how do you approach the calculator is the most important things. Yeah. Okay. All right, try to think about question 2. Sorry. Question 1C. Find that. Write that down, yeah. You finished, Sophie? You good?
Yeah.
Okay. Have a look. Oh, she's got. Okay, write it down, yeah? So in terms of like fractions, surprise you, write it down. The Shuso shortcut. Okay, listen in here, this one, yeah? So 1C, question 1C, you got lots of approach. X-intercept, yeah? Let's say I want to use the graph approach first. Let's say I want to use the graph approach. I want to sketch a graph. You got a couple of approaches as well. So if I want to sketch a graph, yeah, and find the x-intercept, what will happen? We do it together. So first of all, listen to this, yeah? You ready? Yeah? So you got a graph in here. I want to sketch a graph. Remember what I told you? We try to not re-enter the one you did already. So I already entered in here. Okay, I didn't define. I will teach you to define on the next questions. Right now, let's say I don't define. I want to copy this. So a lot of students realize that or thought that you can only copy the whole command, or the whole line. Yeah, but instead of this, you copy part of it. So what I'm trying to say is, look here, go up and up. Can you see this line is highlighted? Yeah, listen first. Yeah, before you do it. So which means either you press the left button or to right button or unhighlight one of them. For example, left. Okay, all right. Then you go to the one you want, like here. I want to copy all the one on the front. Yeah. Hold down the shift key, and to the left, highlight all the things you want. Okay, because you want to copy in the next page. So it's like a calculator. Control C, copy. and then go to the next page, Control V. Ta-da, you got the whole equation. Okay, write it down if it surprised you. So enter. You got ta-da. You got a diagram. Does it make sense to you? Yeah. All right. So one of the very typical one is out of my scale. Yeah, I'm expecting a cubic. It doesn't look like a cubic because the scale is not right. So how do we change the scale? Yeah, how do we change the scale? So to change the scale, you got a couple of ways. What I recommend, the first, please do not use the zoom in and zoom out. Don't use this. Okay, do not use zoom in and zoom out. Zoom in, zoom out doesn't work. You're out of control. So what you should do, one of the way is using window setting, which is this, but this is not efficient. This is proper way, but not efficient. So what we'll do is move in here, move your cursor up around something like that. Okay, and you can change it, change the scale. Okay, so for example, highlight that, and let's say I don't want -10. Let's say I want -5. And then don't press enter. If you press enter, you will just change one value. I want to change all the corner. I want to change all the corners. So what do you do? Press tab. You go up, yeah? So you change to, let's say I want more, 300. Don't press enter. Okay, I want to change the next corner. So tab, go to X, slightly better. You can see it go down to the right side. Let's say I want 20. And tab, I want to go to the bottom. Let's say -200. And you can see it's still not good again. Tag again. Hey, that's the bottom is better, but I want higher. So this one, let's say 600. Tag. Hey, pretty good. Perfect. And then I satisfy, enter. That's how you change the scale. Okay, write that down first. Is this what you normally do? Yeah. Can you do this way from now? And then you can find the x-intercept. I believe you know how to find the x-intercept. Menu, analyze graph, 0, which is the x-intercept. Yes, 0. Okay, I'm looking for the x-intercept. So menu, analyze graph, 0. Left bang, right bang, done. Okay, pretty good. Second one, menu, analyze graph, 6, 1. Left bang, right? You can see if I check too much, it won't give me 2 of them. So I do 1 by 1. And then menu, 6, 1, that, and that. So I can move the cursor away. Ta-da, I got 3 x-intercept. You can grab and move the point away, yeah? Okay, so we can fill up this. So what do you learn is use given, change the scale, yeah, and 0, you should know. All right, if yes, have a look for the next one. So if you got any, if you got any questions, like Jerry and Sophia, if you're online, let me know. Okay, all right. You done it? Second one, question 2. Have a look for question 2. So finding range for question 2, make sure you drop down the notes, yeah? Drop down the notes, everything's. Okay, all right. Question 2, the question asks you to find the range. So finding the range, what do we do? Find range, yeah? Find the range, what do? We sketch, isn't it? Find range must be sketch. So I'm going to sketch. Then a couple of questions or couple of techniques you need to know. So first, either, look here, yeah? You insert a new page for sketching, but if every page you got a, if every graph you got a page, that's not very efficient, yeah? So let's say I don't want this first. I got a diagram here. I want to delete this. I don't want it anymore. How do I delete a diagram? You got a couple of ways. Listen to this, yeah. How do I delete a diagram? Because I don't want this. Either what you do is tag, go up, and highlight this box. So you keep the equation, but you didn't show anymore. But you still got some coordinate in here, which is a bit annoying because you find the coordinate, yeah. Okay, this is one of them. Click display. This is off the display. Then what you can do is you can do F2, type the equation in. Okay, type the new equation. Agree? Okay, all right. So instead of this, what I can do, I can, in here, I just click delete button a couple of times. This delete button, yeah, click until you say, you want to delete everything? Yes, so all deleted. So this is deleted. Okay, and one thing will surprise you is, how about I suddenly, I want it back. I don't want to delete, but I deleted already. So what should I do? Control Z to undo just now, whatever you accidentally. So for example, this is very useful if you typing in something, yeah? You're typing in something, you type one, you say, hey, suddenly I delete, I clear up. I say, damn, I delete that, I don't want it. I want it back, Do I need to retype? No, Control Z, undo it. You got what you want. This is the cool features. Can you write down and the fonts? The first page here. So if it surprise you, yeah, the first page here, Control Z, undo, if you accidentally delete something. Okay, yeah, understand? All right, so go back in here. Let's say I want to delete, so hit delete a couple of times. Just press a few times, then you got delete everything. So I want to draw the next diagram. So which means I will do tag and then type it in X. And one thing, yeah, can you see the equation give you M? When you're sketching the graph, you can only use the X variable. -3 to the power of 2 times X plus 4. All right, so you can see I got a diagram like this. Can you see that? Yeah, couple of things. First, it is using the old scale, the scale that I set for the previous questions. Can you see that? So I don't want this old scale. I want to go back to the original. So how can I do that? Menu, window, can you see 5 called zoom standard? So get back to the original one. Zoom standard, click it, go back to the original. 10 and -10, -6.7, -6.7 and 6.67. What is that? It's 2 pi. 2 times 3.14. 2 times pi. Okay, yeah. But do you understand? Okay, write that down first. Yeah, if anything surprises you, make sure you don't do it by yourself. You listen to what we explain. I try to cover everything for you. And then the second thing is I want a domain though. I don't want this. I want a domain. So what do you do instead? Tag, go back up. You can actually give an equation with a domain also given. So control equal sign. Instead of go to write down, I'm going to teach you a way that save you some time in exam. Just go to the left. Ta-da. Okay. So the origin is here. Write down. You got 4 buttons. Just save you some time is in here. You just tap one left. You jump down. Given the domain, they give it to you. One. Let's say, can you see the domain is round bracket? But let's say I do this first. Enter. Ta-da. So it only display the section that I want. Obviously, I don't want the scale is wrong. Yeah. So you can start from the top, go up, let's say 30. Tag. Still not good enough. Okay. So tag. Go back up here. Okay. Let's change to 100. Tag. Oh, that's too much. Okay. But that's fine. I can see the diagram. So which means that's 60. Right. So what I want the range. So which means this look like is the x-intercept, which is y equals 0, but you can clarify by menu, analyze, minimum, left and right, or it is really 0, yeah, to the maximum, which is the endpoint here. So where's the endpoint? How do I know where's the endpoint? What do I do? Menu, trace. I want to get that point, so trace. Okay, trace, menu 5, you got trace. So graph trace, what I want, endpoint 5 here, 5. Type 5, just write down 5, type 5, and then press enter. Ta-da, they give me 36. Type it again, you got this point. Show. Okay. So you can see if I don't, I just do trace, it's there. Once I click somewhere outside, the point disappear. But I forgot. I forgot. What is that again? I forgot already. So what do? Menu, trace, 5, and then graph trace, and then type 5, press enter, and enter 2 times. So you got there. So if I go outside, exit, yeah, it's there. I won't forget. Okay, 0 to 36 is your range. So B, how do you do B and C? Okay, everything that surprised you, can you write it down? Don't say, oh, I get it. You need to recall. I give you time to, that's why I only give you a few questions. I give you time to drop down everything that you need. Okay. All right. Jeffrey, Sophie, all good?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, where you up to? You did B already?
I'll finish question 2.
Okay, so for B, we tag, how do I do it is I tag in here and press 7. Yeah, you draw another graph, enter. So I find the intersection. That's how you find intersections, yeah? So menu, analyze graph, menu 6, 4. Menu 6, 4, intersection. Okay, and then you got left bound, lower bound. I got this. And the second intersection, I want to increase the decimal place. Okay. This.
You got it.
Okay. All right. Good. 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 Can you see? Okay. Anyway, let me finish the other one first. Menu, graph trace, intersection. The first one and second one like this. First, it blocked my way. It's so ugly. Move your mouth over there. Hold down. Yeah, and grab, like hold down this button. Then you can move the coordinate around. Okay. And the second one is, how about I want to increase the decimal place in the coordinate. I don't want 1.9. So what do I do? Move your mouse in here. Move your mouse in here. Yeah. And then what you do is press the plus button. Can you see when your hand is on here? Yeah, you just hold, like froze this and hold that, press the plus button. You can increase the decimal places. Try that first. If it surprised you, once again, can you note that down? This is how you increase. Like this one, I don't want 3.94. Okay, hold that. Press, yeah. Press the plus button. Now I get it. Okay, so you can increase as many decimal places you want. IB, you need 3 significant figures. But in case you need to use this answer, you need to take 1 more decimal places or what? Then use this. How do I increase the decimal place? All good? Yeah? All right, then C. So which means the answer for 2B is 1.912 and 3.94 is answer 2B. Answer not important. I don't mind you write the answer. I might like think about the how do you do it. Draw a line. Yeah. Okay. All right. How about C? And even though you finish, make sure you listen to this as well. Yeah, like C, find the value of T where X is that. Yeah. What you can do is manual trace. That's what I do before. Graph trace. Yeah. You write 3/2, 3 divided by 2. Enter. I got this answer. Oh, 112.4. It makes sense. But that's another way to do it as well. Is go back. Do you understand? Answer not important. I believe you know how to do graph trace already. But another way is I can go back to this calculator page and find out the value. Use given. Okay. But one thing I want to point out is I have already typed the graph in here. I have already typed the graph here. So which means I don't need to type it again. Can you see this graph is called F1X? So which means in this page, yeah, in this page, I can just do F1 bracket because it's already called F1X. That's why we want to do it as a page. 3 divided by 2, close bracket, enter. I got this. So I don't need to retype that. You already typed in the graph. You type in here, you can copy to do the graph. You got in the graph, you can copy that back or just use it, the name, and do it as 3, 1 bracket, 3 on 2. Is that make sense to you? Okay. So write that down. So Jeffrey and Sophie, did you heard about the word NSOLVE?
Yeah.
Did you use it?
Yeah.
Okay. What is the disadvantage for NSOLVE?
You only get one answer.
One answer, yeah.
Exactly. So for example, question 2B, yeah, go back to 2B. So I let Justin to show you NSOLVE.
So what we could have done was, we could have gone menu 3, 1, and then went F1x equals 7, comma x, enter, and it gives us 1.91, right? And so what NSOLVE does, it will give you the first solution most of the time, if there's multiple solutions. And if we want the second solution, we can go up twice, hit enter, go left, comma, we add another argument. So we add a lower bound. So what we can do is we can go up, set this as our lower bound. So it won't give the same answer again. It'll give us the next one. Hit enter, and it'll give us 3.939. But however, there is another disadvantage to NSOLVE, that this isn't actually the first answer. So for F1x, because we've given domain, this actually is our correct answer. But so if we go tab and get rid of our domain, no, I'll retype it. I'll just go Control C, go to 1.2, and now I'll go Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this again. So Control V, and I'm going to try and find the solution for this, right? Without the lower bound. Hit enter, and it'll give me this answer, right? But now it's not actually giving me the first answer. So if I hit enter and I say that the solution is actually between -5 to -3, will give me another solution. So there's actually 3 solutions here, but even like NSOLVE still only gives you like a random solution. It will give you the middle one in this example. So you need to kind of know how many solutions there are to your question before you actually use NSOLVE. So this is another disadvantage of using NSOLVE.
Okay, so you got it. So you use NSOLVE, you keep saying it NSOLVE only give you 1, but actually it can give you more, but you need to keep enter the domain, add a domain to get the next one. So use it or not, you decide. Always graph approach for IB is more safe. Okay, copy this down if it surprises you. Do you understand? Yeah, don't understand, please ask immediately. Copy this down first, write down the notes. Yes, you can see we're only doing our first few questions because there's a lot to cover. All right, okay, then question 2. Have a look. Actually, question 2, can you do a practice as a practice? Yeah, you practice by yourself. I want to explain to you the next one first. Question, like, I want to explain to you some concept inside this. So question, this one is an inverse. You may say, I learned this already. Why, I mean, or I may not need inverse. I mean, matrix, yeah. Why you give me this? So I just, because some function, actually, you know that for TI, for IB, you can use solve, yeah, which is quite annoying. And then you can only do linear. Yeah, and so doesn't work. But this kind of if you understand the matrix, you can have some techniques, some special techniques you can apply. Okay. You need to understand this, the matrix. If I give you a 2x2 matrix, yeah, you can find out the determinant. Understand what's determinant first. If I give you a 2x2 matrix, the determinant is these 2 times these 2, AD minus BC, AD minus BC. So this is a 2x2 determinant. And then ignore the inverse first. Determinant will be good enough already. Determinant. So which means, for example, I want to find the determinant of A for this one. Then by hand, DET is a shortcut for determinant of A is equal to 2 times 4 minus 1 times 3. Does it make sense to you? Okay, so we can find the determinant. You can find out that by hand or you can find it by cal. So the calculator in here, if I want a 2x2 matrix, how do I get the matrix? And then the matrix you can get is in this button. Okay, you can see that's a 2x2. At the button next to the book, you got 2x2. And then type this in. And then you got, what's that? 2. And then tag to get the next one. Tag to get the next one. Tag. 3. Tag. 4. But think, hey, I forgot about the determinant. Yeah, listen here. This is another cool shortcut. You probably have this as well. Once I type it in here, I forgot something. So if I forgot something, what can I do? Either you keep moving your cursor left, yeah, to that, right to the end. But instead of that, your keyboard has some shortcut. So first, Control 7. Can you see the mouse jump to the front? If you forgot something, and go to the back is Control 1. Control 7, Control 1. When you're typing a long command, you forgot something at the front, make sure you can do Control 7. I jump to the front. Okay, cool features. Write that down. And Control 7 and Control 1 also have another thing to use. For example, you're doing some long questions. You go up, yeah. You want to get something in here or get something on the top, right at the top. So Control 7, Control 1 is if you do a current line, Control 7. Control 7, you go all the way to the top. You see that? And then Control 1 got all the way back to the bottom. So this is when you're getting the information. So Control 7 at the top, Control 1 at the bottom. And if you did in the current page, Control 7, jump to the front, Control 1, jump to the back. Okay? So the front page, cool features. Write that down. Shortcut, yeah. And then instead of this, how about if I want something not on the top, I want to collect something just a few steps up. Instead of in here, instead of kicking up, what you can do Control 9. Control 9 is jump. Can you see jump? Jump to the middle. Control 9, jump to the top. And then Control 3, jump back. Control 3, jump back. Understand? So this is how Control 9, Control 3 given you. Okay, since you're doing the shortcut, I give you all the shortcut first. And then the second thing is, you probably have seen this before, right? You accidentally press this. What is this? This is called split screen. Okay, if you accidentally press this, yeah, basically it's kind of useless because the calculator, the screen is already too small, so small already. You press it, useless. But how do I get rid of it? So what do? I told you, you accidentally do this, something, Control Z, undo. One of them. Okay, Control Z. If you wait, how does it cause the split screen? Is Control 4. Control 4 cause split screen. And then if you want to get rid of this, either Control Z or Control Z is good when you do one step ahead. But how about several steps already? Control 6 to get rid of split screen. Okay, Control 4 split, Control 6, not split. Split, not split, split, not split. To the left, to the right, Control 7, to the front, Control 1, to the back. Cool, yeah? Never know about this, yeah? All right, so can you copy this down and get used to this? 7, the 4 corner, 7, 1, 3, 9. 7, 9, keep using it, keep using it. Okay, 5 and 6, split and not split. Understand? Okay, all right, go back to here. I want determinant, so which means Control 7, cut the determinant, menu, matrix, determinant, menu 7, 3, menu 7, 3, menu 7, 3, determinant. I just delete a bracket, enter, ta-da. They give me the determinant. You may say, what's the use for that? Yeah, we'll show you later on. You don't need inverse. I don't think you need inverse. Yeah. Ignore the inverse. Can you do the determinant for matrix 3 by 3? All right. So how do I get a 3 by 3? First of all, determinant first. Yeah. Menu 7, 3, determinant. To get a 3 by 3 is the button next to the book, between the book and the 9, this button. Choose a 3 by 3, enter in here. It said how many is even more than 3 by 3. You can do 6 by 6, 7 by 7. So how many more? 3 by 3. Okay, and then you type the number. The number you got is -1. Tag. Remember, use tag. Tag. Yeah. To get the next one, don't use the mouse. Tag 1. Tag. Second row 2. Tag 4. Tag -2. Tag 1. Tag 3. Tag 3. Enter. Ta-da. You got -16. Once again, you may say, why I need that? Yeah, I don't need matrix. I know. I'm going to teach you a secret. So this is 11. This is -16. Okay, so this is the determinant. And how do you put up a matrix? If yes, can you do question 4 for me, please?